All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name's Karen, and I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay, and how did you become an Elvis fan?
So my mom was an Elvis fan, and we always watched movies together and listened to his music. And I kind of lost touch with Elvis over the years, and when Baz made the movie with Austin Butler, I got sucked back into it again and just became obsessed. I booked my first trip to Graceland about 2 weeks after I saw the movie. I called a friend of mine and said Graceland was on my bucket list, and would you like to go? She said when, and I said 2 weeks. I already have the airfare booked. So we came for the first time, and we've been every year since.
Yeah, so your friend is an Elvis fan too?
She was an Elvis fan when we were in high school.
Oh.
And that was when I was kind of getting out of it a little bit. But she always, she had like a jean jacket with Elvis pins on and stuff. So I would always wish her, on Elvis's birthday, say happy birthday. And on the date of his death, I would say, my condolences for Elvis. So I knew that she would come with me when I said, let's go.
Yeah, so you have somebody to talk Elvis with all the time.
And she doesn't think I'm obsessed or crazy.
Yeah, isn't that great?
She totally gets it.
So what is it like to have somebody you can do that with and bounce Elvis off with?
It's great because, not everybody understands. Mm-hmm. When you connect with somebody, through music or, a celebrity, everybody has their reasons why that connection is there, right? And she gets it. Yeah. So, you don't want to bore your friends with things that they're not interested in. So it's nice to have somebody.
What do you think it means to be an Elvis fan?
Well, I think that for my generation, because I was 6 when he died, I can remember my mother crying. I can remember them. I want to say they re-aired Aloha special, but I'm not quite positive. But I know I was too young to remember the original airing, and I think I was a little older, so they must have put it back out after he died at some point. But it just listening to the music and listening to the music now and recognizing how other people have been influenced by Elvis, I find that fascinating, and I think it's great that the younger people are getting into it and keeping his memory alive. And I want to make sure that my kids and my grandkids, know who he is and know his music and recognize his voice. And my grandson's 4 and he already knows Elvis Presley. So,
and what effect does Elvis have on you on a day-to-day?
You know what? It's comforting. It's exciting. His life is so fascinating and interesting. Yeah. When you look at the span of that 20 years and all that he accomplished, you're never bored. So if you need something, to do to pass the time, I've always got an Elvis book on the Kindle or a documentary that I haven't seen yet. So there's always, if you're doing a deep dive, you always know something deeper, and I feel like I always learn something new every time I meet somebody or come here, or the musicians that were here, I didn't know who Stumps Monroe was, and getting to talk to him was a delight. And it just makes me sad to think that some of these people won't be here that knew him directly, and so it's an honor to be here at Elvis Week and to get to see all these people.
And is this your first Elvis Week?
This is my first Elvis Week.
And what have you thought of it?
It's amazing. Yep, if it was 20 degrees cooler. But no, it's just, we didn't go to the candlelight vigil because we weren't sure how crowded it was going to be, and it was just too hot. But we did stay here, and we mingled, and we had a good time, and everybody's happy to be here. It's just, and the guest house is so convenient and gorgeous to stay here, and so it's like Disneyland for adults.
And my last question is, what do you think is the most important thing non-Elvis fans should know about Elvis?
I think that the most important thing that they should know about Elvis is that he was a true American original. He was influenced by other people, but I think it's important to know that he had a vision, he knew who he was, he knew what he wanted to do, and it was all him. He didn't steal music from other people. The choreography was his. That was his style, his moves. There was no one like him, and I think that this generation should know that all the musicians that came after him were inspired by him, influenced by him, whether they know it or not. And that's why he's the king.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.